Okay, so this is Dr. Davis again, and I want to walk you through how my Canvas site is set up. Okay, and so I want to be clear just how I'm thinking and to let you know what I have available to you, where you can find things, those sorts of things. Okay, and so what will likely happen, I haven't done it yet, don't know why, is that when you log into Canvas, the first thing that you will likely see is a summary of the current week. And so there would be a week one summary, a week one overview that should pop up at the very beginning. I haven't set that yet, so that's why it's not popping up. So instead, you see recent announcements. And so there was an announcement that went out earlier today. And then the first place that you should go, if you've got questions, actually, we're just going to walk through this. So you've got your syllabus. Okay, so you can click on the link, and I think it's only going to pop up. Yeah, good. So you can click on the link, and it's going to give you the syllabus, right? And so you've got all the information that you could possibly want on here. And so this gets into some nitty gritty, kind of boring to read, that sort of thing. Okay. One of the things I really like about Canvas is that it tells you what's due each day. Now, one of the things I want to make clear is that, look at it, says Monday, January 6th. We're a week before school starts, and it's telling you you've got all these things due. If it's ever a read or a watch, that's not anything you will ever turn in. This is just a reminder that you've got readings or things that you should watch before class. They always pop up a week before, okay? There's nothing due when it says read or watch. But if we go down to Monday, January 13th, notice you've got what's called an external brain and a pre-class quiz. Okay, and you also earn participation points for coming to class. Okay, so if it says complete, that usually means that there's a grade assigned to it. So next we've got announcements. Okay, right now this is the only announcement that's come up. And it's where I basically give you an overview of what you should do prior to the first day of class. I'm trying really hard to have the length of everything here. Okay, and so it says overview of Canvas. This is the old site, but I've made some significant changes, so that's going to change as soon as I upload this video. Don't know if it'll be shorter or longer, we'll see. Okay, shows you how to get to my office. It shows you a little bit about the classroom, how to get to my office from the classroom. This actually just showing you what I've got in my office. Snacks, it's just snacks. Okay, and how to get to the lab from the biology building, and then there's the actual content thing. Okay, so next we've got modules. And one of the things that that I really appreciate is I like order and everything. Okay, and so we're going to I'm going to show you the first week and show you what I mean by the order. But I want to go through each of these tabs really quickly. So the getting started, here's all the videos. This is the link. If you ever want to set up an appointment with me, use this link. Okay, what will happen is you click on it. We'll see if this works. Okay, we're going to open it in this new thing. You're going to have to log into your OneDrive. Hopefully, let's pray it doesn't make me do Duo. All right, no Duo. That's good. Okay, and so basically what will happen is it tells you when you can set up appointments. And so if you wanted to set up an appointment with me tomorrow at noon, you could do that. You just click on it, and there's a couple of steps that you do, and it pops up immediately on my calendar. This is the best way to guarantee I'm in my office if you want to come talk to me. You can also just swing by. Okay, so let's go back to modules here. Okay, there's an extra credit that's available from now until the afternoon of the first exam, and you have to set up an appointment for it. It's the exact same thing, but you need to use this link. Okay, this link only gives you a 5-minute appointment. This first one, if you want to talk to me about class content, is 15. Okay, and we've got all the things that you should read or at least be familiar with. So here's the syllabus. There's a schedule. It's not up yet, but it will be. There's going to be a 1-page, like kind of graphic syllabus that has just the stuff that you're probably most concerned about: grading scale, when things are due, topics, those sorts of things. Next here, we've got the UTA review sessions locations. And so if you notice, we've got review sessions all throughout the week. And so this tells you where they're at, and a lot of them are in Ballantine 108, and then who the UTA is. We've got 10 UTAs. Now, if you count this, there's actually only 9 different ones, and that's because one of our UTAs is doing something a little bit different this semester. Okay. All right. And then this you can do if you want to introduce yourself. I think it's a lot of fun and helps you get to know some people. And then this one, Inscribe, which you may or may not have used, is an important one. If you've got a question, especially kind of something that's content related, syllabus related, that sort of thing, go to Inscribe, and basically it's a discussion board. The purpose of this is for you to ask your question there, and then for your classmates to answer those questions back. I check it every once in a while, and if someone has given the appropriate answer, I will give it a thumbs up or promote it. I can't remember what the term is, but let you know that, hey, this is the right answer. Okay. This is the only thing I would consider if someone is really close to the borderline on whether or not I would bump up their grade. Have they been active in Inscribe? And there will be times where students email me and ask a question, and I'll say, please post that on Inscribe. Okay? All right. So I'm going to collapse this here. The next we have UTA introductions. And so like I said, we've got 10 of them. I think I've got 9 of them here. Each of them just made a short video just letting them know a little bit about you, or letting you know a little bit about them. Something new for this semester are podcasts. Okay, so basically I take every video, and based on that video, I create a mini podcast. Okay, and there's probably a better way to do this, and I haven't figured out a way, a better way, but you can listen to these. Okay, and so they're about 6 minutes long. Most of them have been 6 minutes long. And they pop up a week before we're going to talk about the content. At least that's the hope. Okay, and so we've got 6 of them, or I've recorded 6 of them so far. There will be more as we go throughout the semester. So 6 minutes where you can listen to me talk about homeostasis or cell membrane or whatever it is. The next thing are after class questions. Now, every day after class, I'll send a wrap-up email just saying, hey, just a reminder, here are some of the important things that are coming up, and here are some questions you should be able to answer at the end of class. Well, I'm also putting all of those questions in one spot so you can look at them, and it's a good way to assess your knowledge. And so you just click on it. It's just a PDF with the entire week's questions. Almost there. Okay, so next we've got applied questions, and these are the more difficult questions or difficult type of questions that you'll get on the exams. Students are always asking for these. Now, what we're doing this semester is I'm actually giving these applied questions to the UTAs, and they'll have access to these during the review sessions. So during week 1, all the UTAs have these questions. So they can go over them with you, and then at the end of the week, you will actually have access to these. You'll have access to the key where there's feedback, those sorts of things. But the reason we're not giving these to you in advance is it's just another kind of encouragement to go to UTA review sessions where you can take advantage of these resources. Next, we have extra credit. Now, right now it's locked, but if you look at this, notice that every week there is an extra credit assignment. And in some cases, there's extra credit that's not even related to physiology necessarily. Okay, these are worth up to 2 points. Okay, I grade on a rubric, and I admittedly grade relatively harshly on these, or I'm a tough grader on these. Okay, but the goal is that you're making some sort of resource that helps explain some concept that we've covered. And each week has a specific 1 or 2 topics that you need to address. Okay, and you can do these in groups. These become available the week before. So this will be available on January 10th. Exams. So every exam you have a start, which we'll talk about in class, and then the actual exam. We are probably going to change the exam format slightly from previous semesters. You'll probably have a little bit more time, and there'll probably be a couple more questions, but we're still trying to figure out exactly how that will look. But ultimately, the combined exam will be worth 200 points. One of the things that you can do right now is just show that you can get into lockdown. And if you do that and complete that by the exam, by 3 o'clock on the day of the first exam, you'll get 1 extra credit point. This is also one of about 4 different places you can access the block practice exams. Okay, so the block practice exam for each unit is found in this exam tab, and it's also found in each week's tab. Okay, so going forward, this is where I appreciate the consistency, and this is why I do things the way that I do. Okay. Every week, there's going to be an overview. And so that's what this is here. So if we click on this real quick, it gives you an overview. So here are where the study sessions are. Here's how you can meet with me. Here's how you can set up an appointment with me. Here's how you can set up an extra credit appointment. This is the things that we're going to cover this week. And basically, here's your list of things to do. It's the same as your to-do list. Okay, and here are things that you need to do after class at some point. Go to a review session, complete your weekly quiz, complete the syllabus quiz, complete the block practice exam. Okay, and if you click on those links, it will take you to where you need to go to complete the assignment, read the thing, that sort of thing. Okay, this is the only one that has a video at the beginning, but just watch the video that talks about how a flipped classroom works. And then every day, you're going to have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for every week unless there's a holiday. Okay, so Monday, and with every day, you have before class, during class, and after class. So before class, you should read, you should watch, and then you complete these 2 assignments. Now, one of the things that you'll learn rather quickly is that there are lots of resources available to you for this class. I give you a textbook, I give you a video, I've got a podcast, there's going to be some iPad videos, among other things. I'm not checking to see if you read any of these things or watch any of these things. That's all up to you. But ultimately, what you need to do is complete this pre-class worksheet and this quiz. And that's to ensure that you're prepared when you come to class. I don't expect you with the worksheets to answer everything correctly, but I expect you to do enough so that you have a foundational knowledge. Then when it comes to during class, you'll earn participation points for being there. And then we might do worksheets in class. If we're doing a worksheet in class that day, this will be available to you at 8 o'clock the morning of. The key will be available at 5 o'clock the day of, so you can't see the key until after class. So on the first day of class, as of right now, unless I change things, we're going to do 2 different worksheets. You will never turn in any of these worksheets. These are designed to help you. Okay? And so these are a reference for you. And then after class, there will be a Kahoot and a worksheet, memory matrix, however you want to think about it, based on each video or topic that we cover. Okay, again, these are for you to review, to use as practice, that sort of thing. You'll never turn any of these things in. Okay, with the worksheets, they are available at 5 o'clock after class, and the keys are due at, or not due, but they're available at 6 o'clock. And you can notice that Wednesday, same thing. Okay, Friday, the same thing. Okay, and then at the end of every week will be the weekly quiz. And with the first week, you have a quiz on the syllabus and you have a quiz on the week 1 content. And then there's also the block practice exam. A couple other things I want to point out. Top Hat. So this link will take you to Top Hat. I know that Top Hat can be challenging, but it's ultimately your responsibility to get in. And because there are 271 of you enrolled in class, I can't monitor who is and who isn't there. This is part of the reason why I drop multiple absences throughout the semester, so that if you don't get in one day, it's not going to affect your grade. Okay? And you actually have a week to get in without it even hurting your grade. For the first week of class, everybody will receive all of their participation points, regardless of whether or not they actually get into Top Hat. Okay? But that's up to you. And so most, if not all of you, have been at IU for this will be at least your second semester, so you've likely had exposure to Top Hat. Okay? You can click on this and this will take you to the quizzes. You can click on assignments, it will take you to your assignments. Click on grades, will take you to your grades. Inscribe, remember if you've got questions, go there first. Okay? And I think that's probably it for that. Week 2 is set up the same way. Notice that there's no Monday because we don't have class Monday of January 20th because of MLK Day. Okay, but every week is set up the same. Each of these modules will be available 1 week prior to, or the week before we actually cover the content. Okay, so week 2 will be available at the beginning of week 1. Week 3 will be available at the beginning of week 2, and so on. And so with that, I hope that this helps you understand how the Canvas site is set up, and that If you've got questions, you know where to go.